Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern. I'm here with Chadwick Pendley, who is with We Dad. And what is your title with We Dad?
I am a We Dad Master Artistic Educator, and I'm co-owner of the We Dad by Chadwick and Eagle in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And we've been there. It's a pretty cool place. And you're also a super duper texture expert. So we were talking about how to really maximize curl and get the best out of this. And you're going to give us a great tip of the day. So take it away.
I think this is one of the coolest little tips that you can learn. Whenever we're diffusing curls, what happens is heat causes contraction, and the curls just have a tendency to walk back up. And most curly girls want their length. So to elongate it, I'm going to show you how to go back in with the curls when they're 100% dry, using your blow dryer. We're just going to take and put it on a low air setting, but high heat, and we're going to gently pull at a strand and just smooth some hot air over. And what happens is we begin to stretch the texture, and the result is an elongated curl.
How is it prepped? Do you have product in there?
Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing, Maggie. The thing that you absolutely have to understand. Two imperative things: hydration and moisture. We've prepped with we've prepped with whipped curls. Whipped curls has shea butter and olive oil. That immediately restores her moisture content, and her hydration levels are in place by using the Curl Quencher Hydrofusion. So now that we have those in place, we're safe to work with heat and not have long-lasting negative effects.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some probably naive questions. Is the hair wet when you apply it, and do you apply it from roots to ends or mids to ends?
Absolutely, that's a very good question. The hair is soaking wet. In fact, I tell my girls, my clients, I prefer them to put their products in their hair in the shower before they even get out. We need to start with wet hair, and that product must be distributed from the scalp evenly through to the ends so that we can ensure proper hydration, moisture, and then we have the prevention of frizz, and we retain definition of the curl pattern.
Okay, and then you use the diffuser. Is there any one thing that you see a lot of curly girls doing wrong?
Yes, they're shampooing way too much. You shouldn't be shampooing more than twice a week. Now, you can take a conditioner, wet your hair, use it every day, would never complain. Again, that's moisture content being restored. But the actual shampooing, your hair really isn't that dirty unless you've maybe perhaps ran a marathon. I don't know, you were painting the house. It's usually just not that dirty. So what we're looking at is effectively removing perspiration, dirt, debris that's been trapped by sebum that's come from the scalp. So just once or twice a week, and you should be sufficient. And another, just because I know a lot of people are going to ask this, what happens is people will often say to you, I'm too oily. And they are, because they're shampooing too much. It's set the body into a protective mode, and it's producing 2 to 3 times more than what it needs because you keep removing it. Once you start to shampoo only once or twice, after about 3 months, the body will re-regulate itself, and you'll be back to a normal, balanced amount of sebum.
Show us your favorite product, which one it is that you, yeah.
And we use this today on Denise's hair. This is the whipped curls. I have to say, this, if you have a tighter texture, will become one of your new best friends. What happens is it allows moisture to retain in a curl pattern that often just can't simply hold on to it. You could almost use this alone, and you'll see immediate transformative results in definition of your curl and or texture.
Last question. How did you get so smart? Look at you. You know, no texture going on there.
Yeah, it's funny. People always look at me and they're like, how do you know how to do curly hair? I don't have one curl. For me, as a creative or as an artist, everything that curl has gives me the canvas to create beautiful head-turning works of art, I think. And so because of that, I wanted to learn and know everything about it. Because it doesn't matter how amazing you are at cutting hair, if you can't give curls what they need, the haircut doesn't show. So once you know and understand it and you give it what it needs, it transforms and becomes an entire canvas to work on. And for me, it's more compelling, it's more interesting, it's way more exciting because curls are movement. And I guess that probably presents a little bit of a challenge, but I enjoy it. So.
All right. So you get We Dad products.
Yep.
That's a bioionic dryer and diffuser.
Yes.
And then you have a beautiful model with beautiful curls. And
Gorgeous. Absolutely.
How do we follow you?
Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram at Chadwick Pendley. Follow us at We Dad. or follow my salon at Weedad by Chadwick and Igor.
And you know what we're going to do? How do we follow you?
Oh, Denise JG on all platforms, and that's DeniseJaeg.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you.
Absolutely.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.